Hare Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna has said, Yogakshemam Bahamyaham. The full verse we will listen from Srila Gurudev after some time. Here the Lord is giving guarantee that He will protect His devotees from all kinds of dangers. The Lord had said this theoretically, but when His pure devotees comes to this world, they teach it by leaving them. Our today's episode is based on this teaching which Srila Gour Govinda Swami Maharaj practically demonstrated in his own life. In the early days, when Srila Gurudev was living in his humble thatched roof cottage, the temple was still unfinished with its construction lying incomplete. This weighed heavily on Srila Gurudev's heart, as he was sorrowful, feeling that he had still not fulfilled the orders of his Guru Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. The Krishna Balaram temple had yet to be built, and he was uncertain about the will of Sri Sri Gaur Nitai. One day, as Srila Gurudev sat on his bed inside his cottage, a devotee entered, bowed down and informed him that someone had come to meet him. Slowly turning his head, Srila Gurudev noticed a boy standing behind the devotee. Straining to recognize him, he asked, "Who is this?" The devotee replied, "Gurudev, this is Abhay Babu, your youngest son from your previous ashram. How could you not recognize him?" Astonished, Srila Gurudev remarked, "Oh, you have grown so much." Abhay, his youngest son, then paid obeisance to Srila Gurudev and shared the joys and sorrows of his family life. As Srila Gurudev listened, 2 tears welled up in his eyes. The nearby devotee, witnessing this, thought to himself, Srila Gurudev is moved to tears after so many years of seeing his own son. This devotee later shared the incident with 1 or 2 friends, marveling at how Srila Gurudev, usually composed, had shed tears at the sight of his youngest son. Gurudev is the manifestation of Paramatma, the indwelling Supreme Soul. He knows everything. Therefore, he always eager to dispel his followers' doubts. After few days, a devotee comes near Gurudev and asked, "Gurudev, I heard from a devotee that you could not stop your tears upon seeing your youngest son, Abhay Babu." Srila Gurudev responded with hearty laughter and said, "When I left home in search of my Guru to serve Gopal, my youngest daughter was just 3 years old and barely able to speak. I had 7 children, 4 boys and 3 girls, all very young. My mother was elderly, and my wife cared for her. I had a government job as a teacher, and my earnings supported the entire family. But then Gopal's order came. Time has come now. Renounce your household life and take sannyas." Thus I left everything behind. Gurudev did not even thought for a moment that there were small kids. How will they be raised? What will happen to his aged mother, his wife? Without him, how will the family function? Srila Gurudev often said in his lectures that a father's duty is to provide a good upbringing to his children. A husband's duty is to protect his wife, and a son's duty is to serve his parents. Failing to do these duties disqualifies one from being called a father, husband, or son. Then how could Srila Gurudev abandon these 3 sacred duties? He explained this also in his lectures. Citing Lord Krishna's words in the Gita, "Sarva dharman parityajya," abandon all duties and surrender to me. When Gopal ordered me to leave everything and come to him, I did just that. But Lord Krishna also says, "Ma sucha," do not fear. I will free you from all sins. Gopal assured me not to worry about my family, that he would take care of them. Gopal's command is supreme, above all else, above duties, above worldly obligations. So I left my household life and embraced the life of sannyas. When I saw Abhay after so many years and realized how much they had grown and how well they had managed in life struggles, I was reminded of Gopal. He is so kind. He fulfilled all that he had said to his humble servant. Gopalji's compassion is limitless. Even if I had stayed and tried to raise them myself, I could not have done as well as Gopal has done in my absence. 2 tears came to my eyes, not out of personal attachment, but out of gratitude for Gopal's boundless mercy towards my previous ashram. Let us hear what Gurudev has said.
Gita Krishna has already said, Ananya Chintantamam Jejana Parjupasti Tesa Nitya Vijuktana Yogakshemam Bahamyaham. Krishna has said this thing in 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So I had full faith in this statement. Alright, Krishna will take responsibility, he has said. Yogakshemam Bahamyaham, he will take responsibility. The person who leaves his responsibility and just surrenders himself completely at the lotus feet of Mukunda or Krishna and engages himself in his service, Krishna takes the responsibility. So I have full faith in it. And now they are happy. No problem. Though many people will say, criticize, Lord Ram was not free from criticism. Sita Devi was not free from criticism. What to speak of us? People will say like that. But we did our best. And they are happy now. Children are grown up. And the male children, sons are employed. They are earning money. Daughters are married. And they have their children also now. Son has his children also now. It's all good. No problem. They are happy. Because Krishna took up the responsibility. You understand? This is my life. My Grihastha life was like that.
Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Vaishnavera Kriya Mudra Bhikya na bujhay. We conditioned soul have no power to understand God. Neither we can understand his representative Gurudev. That is why we commit offence at their lotus feet. And Gurudev is the ocean of mercy. He forgives us and rectifies us. We offer our millions of Dandavat Pranam at his lotus feet. We hope he will forgive us for the mistakes we may be committing in this humble attempt to glorify the Lord and his devotees. Please let us know your questions and suggestions. Hare Krishna.